Okay, let's get started with this one. I think it's practice exam 10. I think it's number 20 on module 1. Uh, so we got an equation here. X squared minus 2x minus 9 equals 0. The left side looks like a parabola. It's set equal to 0, which means we're looking for solution to this, or x-intercepts if this was a function. Follows up with one solution to the given equation can be written as 1 plus square root of k, where k is a constant. What is the value of k? And it gives you these 4 possibilities. When you see this, and you might think about doing with algebra, if you do think about doing with algebra, remember that the solutions to ax squared plus bx plus c equals 0 are given as x equals negative b plus or minus the square root of b squared minus 4ac all over 2a, right? So let's do it with algebra first, and then I'll show you how to do it with Desmos, and I will time myself, okay? So I would identify my A, B, and C here. My A is 1, my B is negative 2, and my C is negative 9. I'm going to plug them in here. So x equals negative negative 2 plus or minus the square root of negative 2 squared, which would be positive 4, minus 4 times a times negative 9, which is c, all over 2 times 1, which is just 2. Simplifying, negative negative 2 would be positive 2, and then 4 minus 4 times 1 times negative 9. 4 times 9 is 36. 2 negative signs make that a positive, so it would be 4 plus 36, which is square root of 40 over 2. And then we can divide this into 2 fractions because this is divided into 2 numbers here. 2 over 2 plus or minus the square root of 40 over 2. This is just 1. If I want to make the 2 inside the radical like we have it here, I'm going to have to square it first. So that would be equal to 40 over 2 squared, because 2 squared inside the square root would be 2, right? 40 over 2 squared, which is 4, would be plus or minus square root of 10. One of the solutions would be 1 plus square root of 10, which would be that right there. So that's about 1 minute 20. Now I'm going to show you how to do it in Desmos. Let's say you see this problem and you don't realize it's a quadratic. You don't realize you're supposed to use quadratic formula. In that case, you're just going to type this into Desmos, right? You might type this in as a function y equals x squared minus 2x minus 9 and find the x-intercepts, or maybe you'll just type it in like that. I'm just going to type it in like that, assuming that we don't know how to do, how to look for y-intercepts. Okay, or x-intercepts. So the solutions here would be given by negative 2.16 and 4.16. If they hadn't given us these alternatives here, this would be really hard to do with Desmos, but since they did, all I need to do is evaluate each one of these in turn. So I would put 1 plus the square root of 8, and I could see that that doesn't match 4.16 or negative 2.16. And then if I did the same thing with 10, it does match. So square root of 10 would be the answer. And that was about 45 seconds, so that was faster. If I would have had to type in these other two, maybe it would have taken another extra 10 seconds, but it was pretty fast, you can see, with Desmos.